Are you ready to be truly frightened? Whispered. The internet, a breeding ground for terrifying tales, whispered from screen to screen. Stories that linger long after you've scrolled past, burrowing into your thoughts, your dreams, your nightmares. Tonight, we delve into the darkest corners of the web, unearthing 5 creepypastas guaranteed to chill you to your core. Slow fade into a shadowy figure seated in a dimly lit room. Buckle up, viewers, because once you go down these rabbit holes, you may never find your way back. Or slow zoom on an old dusty book as the narrator begins. This, my friends, is the tale of the Russian sleep experiment. Imagine, if you will, the stale air of a Soviet bunker, the year 1947. Inside, a group of scientists, their eyes gleaming with a dangerous curiosity, prepare for a radical experiment. 5 political prisoners, promised freedom in exchange for their participation, are sealed in a chamber. The air thick with tension, fear clinging to them like a shroud. The gas, a mysterious concoction designed to keep them awake, hisses through the vents. Days bleed into weeks, the subject's sanity slowly unraveling. Their whispers turn to screams, their pleas for mercy echoing off the cold concrete walls. The once human sounds morph into something feral, something monstrous, something that sends chills down even the researchers' spines. Whispering, what could drive people to such madness? What horrors did they witness in their forced wakefulness? The answer, my friends, is far more terrifying than you could ever imagine. Sudden black screen. Remember that old TV show you swore existed as a kid? The one nobody else seems to recall? For some, it was a show called Candle Cove, a pirate puppet show, seemingly innocent on the surface. But beneath the bright colors and sing-song voices lurked something sinister, something that preyed on the innocence of children. Those who claimed to remember Candle Cove spoke of disturbing imagery, of puppets whispering in tongues, of a chilling sense of dread that clung to them long after the TV was turned off. Was it just a collective figment of imagination, a shared delusion? Or was Candle Cove a portal to something darker, something lurking just beyond the static of an empty channel? Think back, viewers. What shows do you remember from your childhood? Are you sure they were real? Or were they something else? Something more sinister? They say curiosity killed the cat, but in this story, it traps you in a digital hellscape, the NoEnd House. A haunted house, some say, accessible only through a cryptic link found on the deepest corners of the internet. Each room a level deeper into madness. Those who dare to enter speak of rooms that shift and change, of walls that bleed and whisper secrets. They speak of entities grotesque and malevolent, lurking just beyond the flickering lights. But the true horror of the NoEnd House, it's not the jump scares or the gore. It's the way it slowly unravels your sanity, room by terrifying room. It plays with your perception, blurs the lines between reality and nightmare. So, viewers, if you ever stumble upon a link for the NoEnd House, be warned. Clicking that link might just lead you to a place you can never truly escape. Imagine, if you will, a crowded hospital hallway. Doctors and nurses rushing by, patients in wheelchairs, the hum of medical equipment, and then you see her, standing motionless in the crowd, her face a blank canvas of unfeeling flesh. This, my friends, is the story of the expressionless. No smile, no frown, no flicker of emotion in her vacant eyes. Whispers followed her every move. Who was she? What was she? Some say she was a patient, driven mad by an experimental treatment. Others that she was something not entirely human, something that slipped through the cracks of reality. But the most unsettling detail of all, the chilling effect she had on everyone who crossed her path. A bone-chilling cold, a feeling of being watched, a sense of overwhelming dread that clung to them like a curse. Whispering. They say she's still out there, her expressionless gaze piercing the veil of our reality. Watch your back, viewers. You never know when those vacant eyes might be fixed on you. He lurks in the shadows, a being of pure terror, his presence heralded by static and unease. The Slender Man, tall, unnaturally thin, his limbs stretching like grotesque tentacles, his face a blank white void that stares into your very soul. They say he preys on the vulnerable, the innocent, drawing them into his web of madness. You'll see him in the background of old photos, a fleeting glimpse in the corner of your eye. Always watching, always waiting. Long, silent pause. He is the embodiment of our deepest fears, the personification of the unknown. And the worst part, he may be closer than you think. So there you have it. 5 chilling tales that prove the internet is a breeding ground for nightmares. As you turn off your screens tonight, remember the faces that flashed before your eyes, the whispers that echoed in your ears. Narrator's voice softens. Sleep well if you can, because some horrors don't fade with the morning light.